Hey everybody, Matt here. So it's May 11th, and I've already had a really fun, interesting beekeeping day already. If you haven't seen the last two videos there about me re-catching a swarm out back here, that was lots of fun. Um, but this morning, when I was coming to the apiary, I only had two things to do. One was inspect the queen that we artificially swarmed in the little purple hive here. And if you watched the last video, you'll know that I did go and inspect her, and she's doing great. Um, and then the second thing was I wanted to open up the Lorax hive here, and if I put in one more frame, then that will totally fill out the bottom section or the bottom brood section of this hive, and then I'll be able to put one of my medium frame honey supers on top. So that's what I got left to do today, and it's going to be pretty interesting, I think, because I haven't been able to do that yet with one of these bigger hives that I've made. So let's get to that. But I'm not going to, when I get in there, I'm not going to disturb the brood section of it, just because, you know, this is one of those parent colonies that we did the swarm of the queens out of. So right now, because it is 17 days since we did that, the virgin queen should be hatching out, well, either yesterday or today or tomorrow, and doing her thing there. So we don't really want to disturb that nest. So let's just so we're just going to poke a little bit in the back and put one of those supers on. Just gonna just a little bit in the back. Over there. So we're going to be taking out this division board. Just make sure the queen's not on there. I'm just going to put this out by the front of the hive here, and they can walk up in there. There they go. So let's see. Oh yeah, the last frame was the Layens one that we gave them. So it, holy hot dogs, is that heavy? Oh yeah, the back's all full of honey. Oh, and that's all shiny nectar. Wow. Yeah, so that's good. So we'll keep that in there. Let them ripen that up. And then this second last one, I think last time when I put it in here, yeah, it only had that top section there. So they still do have quite a bit of room where they could draw some comb. But that's almost all capped nectar too. So we'll move that one to the back. Let me just see the next two here. And this one is one of those conversion frames. Yeah, and they're just kind of backfilling that with nectar. That's right. I think between this one and the next one here, I'm just going to put this new frame in there, and then hopefully they'll draw that out pretty straight. There we go. Shove that forward. So there's still going to be a little bit of gap at the back, probably about ½ an inch. I'm just going to run in and I'll grab that super. So this is a wet super from last year's honey harvest or whatever, and it just has like just some comb that's been extracted, so they call it wet because it still has like honey residue on it. Just been keeping them in my garage, but the thing it'll do is they do have quite a lot of space where they could draw out in there, but this it's already got, you know, comb that they can fill right away. So right now, when they're queenless and they have that old workforce that's not tending to brood and they're not feeding the brood, they'll be able to store all that nectar away. Seems alright. There might be a little bit of gap right here at the back, but that's okay. So we'll just push these frames together. I did want to put this, I should get them a new hive mat, or a new top mat there. Oh yeah, it doesn't really fit that well. So I cut this piece, and it's just like some plain non-dyed fabric or whatever, cotton stuff. So we'll put it on. Oh, there's already bees up in here, getting all the honey residue. So we'll just put this on top like this. There we go. And I'll propolize that. And there's two little holes there that I think are just right in the sides, which, or actually, you know what? I'll leave those open, and then it'll be like a little bit of venting too up into the attic, so it should be fine. Okay, so we just got to put the lid back on. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if this actually does work in our area, because most people, what they do is they keep stacking honey supers on when the flow is on, so that they catch a whole bunch of that wet nectar and they have enough space as they dehydrate it, or down into honey. But I think our flow is kind of like steady. Yes, I think it's kind of steady. So I'm hoping that this does work, but it'll be interesting nonetheless.